We are parked now right at tract 6 at Turkey Hollow. I'm looking south on the county road, so the land's on the left. Looking to the north, so of course the land is on the right, on the east side. It's before noon, so unfortunately I'm shooting right into the sun. It's gonna make everything look super dark, but we'll take what we can get out here. Really nice property. I'm excited to get on it. I've only seen it from the road and the aerial maps, and I'm just gonna hop right on here and see what we can get. It looks like it's fairly level right by the road, and then we've got a gradual berm here that rises up. I don't know about the rest of the road. I mean, it's got quite a bit of road frontage. I think I'm parked roughly in the middle. You could pull right onto this with a pickup truck or an SUV, and then probably have to bring a little chainsaw or just a hand saw to clear out some of these smaller trees if you wanted to do your own driveway, pull right up into the property. This could easily be a place where a car could pull in with a few of these smaller trees cleared. Now, hi, little guy. A lot of wildlife out here, not just turtles. Heard a turkey out here a little earlier. About 20 minutes ago, we were further south on Turkey Hollow, and there was a turkey nesting right by the road, and she flew off. I think we got it on video. You'll already see the mature timber on here. We've got hardwood trees, we've got cedar and pine trees. And then one of the three or four or five huge bonuses on this property is you've got a power line right here. At Turkey Hollow, about half of the tracts directly border the Mark Twain National Forest, which is fantastic. And of those tracts, of the ones that border the National Forest, about half of those have this power line already on the property. So every tract out here is awesome. I would build or camp or hunt on any one. It's just gorgeous out here. But the premium properties are the very few, just like this one. Border the National Forest directly and have the power line right on it. So many options for what you can do. With the National Forest, you can literally build or camp here, and you've got tens of thousands of acres to use as your own backyard with that Mark Twain National Forest. You can go right in there, you can hunt, camp, trail ride. Just amazing to have that adjacent to the property. And with that, with the power line, I mean, you can pull in with your RV, you can do your house or cabin here. Certainly you could go off grid if you wanted to, but you have the option of having the power, whether you use it or not. If you ever sell the property, that's a really important consideration to a lot of people. We got some nice pine trees here. I love to see those. I know we've got some hardwoods. When I looked at the aerial, as you get back toward the east, you've got some big hardwoods. There's a couple pines. I mean, this is just this is just the top shelf property right here. Like I said, every property at Turkey Hollow is fantastic, every single one. That's why we bought Turkey Hollow. But to have one of the few that have the National Forest Frontage and the electric is just pretty darn special. Oh, I was going to mention earlier that most people know we do have the covenant that the mature timber can't be cut until the property's been paid for in full. So once you've made your last payment or paid it off, you can log it, you can sell the timber, you can let it grow as an investment, whatever you want to do. But before that, you can't cut the timber that's over 8 inches diameter at ground level. But that being said, we do make exceptions for trails and for building sites. So if you need to get a hold of us. We can make written exceptions if you need to clear a trail or a building site in a specific spot. This is beautiful. I mean, this is just really nice back here. And we're starting to see more of the hardwoods. I knew it would transition into hardwoods as we went east on the property. I know I'm staring right into the sun, so all these probably look extremely dark. Now here we have a lot of smaller, younger trees, it looks like. 20, 30, 10, 20, 30-year-old trees, and some that are much older, 50, 60 years. But looking at the aerial, it looks like bigger, mature timber more toward the east as you get to the National Forest. So if you like to build or camp in the mature timber, probably go back further to the east on this property. So peaceful and private out here. That's a county-maintained gravel road. Shannon County, I don't remember the number of the road right now, but it is county-maintained. So you can get to this property all year in any type of vehicle. If you're going to pull on and do some camping or whatnot, you'll either want a pickup truck or SUV, or like I said, bring your chainsaw, bring your handsaw, and you can clear some of these smaller trees and make a nice trail and a nice camping or building site. That electric line that crosses over could be a great spot to camp. You can't build there because it is where the power line is, but it's already open and cleared. So for a spot to pitch your tent, that's a pretty good little trick, is just to do it in under those power lines. It's not a high voltage line, so there's no weird stuff that goes along with that like you hear about sometimes. It's just a standard residential transmission line. What I like to tell people is before they come out, either bring a weed whacker from home, or pick up a cheap one. I like the electric ones if you're putting it inside a car or an SUV, because that gas smell tends to permeate everything. But a little electric weed whacker, and you could just clear, 30 by 30 or 50 by 50 spot right here on the power line, and your campsite's done. And I mean, this is super private. I can barely see my truck over on the road, the red truck. I would love to spend the day out here and walk every bit of this property. It's a large property. But I just had time for a fairly quick video. But it's gorgeous. It's a very low traffic county road. I've been out here for about an hour. There's been no cars or trucks. I think the most traffic I've seen, I was out here once in the late afternoon for about an hour, and there were 2 or 3 cars or trucks. I mean, it's just super private and super peaceful. Whoops, what did I do there? There we go, okay. I thought I messed up my camera. So that is the property at Turkey Hollow. Even though I've said it 12 times, this is one of the very special properties. Borders National Forest, has the electric line, has the county road frontage. Nice, good timber. I didn't mention, even though you probably know it if you're looking at the listing, we're only about 15 miles from Mountain View, Missouri, which has a Walmart. I believe it's a super Walmart. Bunch of stores and restaurants. We're only 5 miles from Birch Tree, Missouri, which is just a tiny little town, but they do have gas stations and a couple restaurants. They have a Dollar General, so you've got your necessities covered there. And we're within just a few miles of numerous rivers and creeks and really, really cool stuff. If you want to research Shannon County, Missouri, just Google Shannon County, Missouri and recreation or whatever you want to do, and you will see it's a gorgeous area. I'm at 10 minutes and I don't feel like I looked at that much of the property. Shoot. Well, feel free to come check it out yourself. Bring your four-wheeler, bring your hiking boots, even though there really are no steep parts. It's got a gentle roll to it as it goes east to west. Nothing too steep, which is nice. The National Forest acreage at Turkey Hollow.